Now, the thing that always bothered me was, how do you know that the victims of the problems in India and in Pakistan will get the money that you raise at a thing like that? Where does it go? Once it goes into the Madison Square Garden box office, then how does it get to the people that you see starving?
Well, there was, because this concert was done with such short time for preparation, also because so many of these concerts were rip-offs, we wanted to ensure that we could do the concert and nobody would think that we were keeping the money ourselves. So there was such a short time, there was only like 3 weeks by the time we'd more or less decided the concert was going on, and then we had the date set for Madison Square Garden, which was like the only available day that we had there. So we decided the best thing would be to give the money and say out front that this money is going to such and such a charity, and then we checked different things out. We're going to give it to the Red Cross. This was the first idea. We give the money to the American Red Cross, who in turn could give it to the Indian Red Cross, but then we heard so many different stories about the Red Cross and how there's, hurricanes hit some place in America and they just take care of the whites and all the blacks are there and they're not taking care of them. So you hear so many different stories about things.
I hadn't heard that.
Well, we heard so many stories about all different organizations. In the end, we had to really say what we were going to give the money to. So we said, we'll give the money to UNICEF, and they have to say to us exactly what they need, and they can come to us and say, we need this and this and this, and then we'll sign the check and let them buy the things they need. So the concert made $250,000, which actually is really very small in terms of the amount of money we're going to make from the record.
The record and probably the film.
But the record, for the record, I'm hoping when we've realized some of the money, which should be around January, if the record comes out at all this year. That's another problem. We're having a slight problem with record company. But if the record does come out early December, by mid-January we should have realized quite a lot of money, a few $1 million. At that time, Ravi was going to be in India, so I was going to go out there, get the money into India, and then I'll take it there myself, because I don't want the money to get lost. It's taken, 3 or 4 months' work to do it. I don't want the money to end up in somebody's pocket.